Oh, in a world filled with pain, confusion, and brokenness, there came a moment that changed everything. A moment of sacrifice, a moment of silence, and a moment of victory. This is the true story of Easter. Jesus had spent years teaching, healing the sick, giving hope to the hopeless, and showing people the love of God. Crowds followed him. Lives were changed. But not everyone was happy. The religious leaders felt threatened. They didn't understand him, and they didn't believe him. Yet Jesus knew something they didn't. He knew his mission was leading him to the cross. On the night before everything changed, Jesus gathered with his disciples for one final meal. He took bread, broke it, and said, "This is my body, given for you." Then he took the cup and said, "This is my blood, poured out for the forgiveness of sins." They didn't fully understand yet, but this moment would soon make sense. Later that night, Jesus went to pray in a quiet garden. His heart was heavy. He knew the suffering that was coming. And then, it happened. One of his own disciples, Judas, arrived with soldiers. With a kiss, he betrayed Jesus. Jesus was arrested, not because he was guilty, but because he chose to surrender. Jesus was taken before leaders and falsely accused. They mocked him. They beat him. They demanded his death, even though no fault could be found in him. The crowd shouted louder and louder, "Crucify him!" And so, he was sentenced to die. Jesus was forced to carry his cross, the very instrument of his death. He was nailed to it, hands and feet pierced. And there he hung, between heaven and earth. But even in pain, he spoke words of love. "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." This was not just suffering. This was sacrifice. He was taking the punishment for sin, for all humanity. After hours of agony, Jesus cried out, "It is finished." And then, he gave up his spirit. The sky grew dark. The earth shook. It seemed like hope was lost. Jesus' body was placed in a tomb, sealed with a heavy stone. Guards were posted. Everything was quiet. The disciples were afraid. Their Savior was gone. For 3 days, silence filled the air. But the story wasn't over. On the third day, something incredible happened. The ground shook again. The stone was rolled away, and the tomb was empty. Jesus had risen from the dead. Death could not hold him. The grave could not keep him. He was alive. Jesus appeared to his followers, alive and victorious. He brought peace to their fear, hope to their hearts. Everything he said was true. Easter is more than a story. It is the greatest victory in history. It is the moment love overcame sin, hope defeated despair, and life conquered death. Because Jesus lives, there is forgiveness. Because he rose, there is hope for you. This is the true story of Easter. If this message touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Christian content. Stay blessed.